Hey, I just wanted to clear this up at the start of the video that this was just for fun. Me and Pablo aren't exactly the best Zenless players. We just clear endgame at a decent rate and thought this would be a fun topic. You'll see later in the video that I start giving examples like, oh, Nangong can use Lighter's W engine for a Miyabi team. Very niche things like that. We aren't saying like, oh, these are the best W engines ever. Obviously, like the signatures are very dependent on characters and whatnot, but enjoy. W engines. The way this list is gonna work is not just like, oh, obviously, Miyabi's W engine is the fucking greatest because it's Miyabi. This is gonna be talking about how W engines come in clutch, what they do, and if they even have pull value, because obviously there are still some W engines that are premium that aren't the best exactly. So we're going to be actually maybe it would just be better if we did an example, like starting off. Well, actually, we got to talk about the tiers. We have old reliable, which is just the thing you can slap onto almost any agent in this class, and you'll get value out of it. And then we have pretty solid, something similar, but there are definitely some characters that like miss out on like half of it, and then the other half is just kind of there. Rare cases where it's like, oh, hey, it has some really good things, but why would I pick this over that? Character dependent, I feel like it's self-explanatory. Honestly, again, I feel like it's better when we start giving examples. Not the worst. I feel like there will be a lot of hot takes in this one, because I don't immediately think that, oh, hey, this engine's bad, but also like it kind of starts ending up in like the rare cases one, but at a way more debatable rate. Good old fashioned might as well be a brick. B ranks.
B
I'm
ranks.
about to say I don't think I really need to discuss B ranks. There have been a few times where like have you? I think I've sent you the meme where
Oh, yeah.
getting deadly assault 50k with Ben Bigger DPS B rank W engines only or some shit like that. And it's like the judge from JJK like stretching his face.
All it does is help out your units for like 10 minutes, like just starting off the game.
Yeah.
After that, you trash it.
All right. I think this is an alphabetical order because Bashful Demon is B, and then if we go to the bottom, yeah, Zosh and Herb case. I think the best class to start off with is just Rupture W engines because it starts to like put
The
the
motherfucker save.
yeah, they like put in perspective on how this tier list goes. The first one I want to talk about is they do have A rank ones, so where is it? Where's the cock?
The cock.
Where's cock?
The
Is it not,
fossil?
is it not cock?
Which one?
Culture and clarity. How old is this tier list?
I don't think it's on
Because there's Banyu AW engine, so it's not too old. I have to remake this entire fucking.
here.
I'm fucking sobbing right now.
There's there's no angels W engines.
Fuck.
I don't think there's a Yeshung one either.
Yeah. As I was fucking saying when I realized I didn't have cock. Alright, Culture and clarity.
What?
Every single rupture agent in the game right now can abuse this like a bitch.
The cock.
The
The
cock.
cauldron of clarity.
You just gotta use EX 3 times, and EXs just have a damage stacking, and when you get all stacks, you get 10 crit rate. It's like Yunquei Tails simplified. That's
And a
actually
W and a cock.
and a cock. Yunquei Tails in your cock. But that's where the other WNs come in because all of them are good, but obviously I want to say character dependent because it gives 20 crit rate and then elemental thing, but you can still use the 20 crit rate.
And HP.
And it's a good HP stick, yes. Where's the other one? And especially Yishtuen's, where it's just more sheer force, even if it's slightly. Uh, Monoto's just falls into. I don't know if it goes in the rare cases or pretty solid.
Character dependent?
No, it's still really good because.
Actually, no. Yet Hardy can use it.
And Banyue if you're really desperate. So honestly, I'm down to put it in rare cases, but it is still very solid.
Very good.
It is a very. I'm about to say when I was helping Trap clear with Yidhari one time, I said just put on fucking Gorilla Wisp and you're good. And 20k like first try. What's the other ones? I'm gonna say Banyue's down here, so put that there. And then Yidhari's is like tentacles wrapping up in something.
I think it's like in a ship.
Yeah. So that should be all of our rupture characters: Yuxuan, Billy.
Pretty
Uh,
solid.
I'm about to say maybe these two can be swapped around because I think Billy's could be the best one because they do have different values for their characters. Because Yishuwen gives two different values, so that's why it's just a better plus it being a static. Billy just gets a huge damage buff for also a pretty long time. Banyue gets like a pretty short buff time, but really good like multiplier, and then Yidhari is kind of just the opposite of Banyue's thing.
Fire
So,
or ice.
yeah. But every Rupture W engine is essentially the same. Even Monotos come in clutch. And yeah. Next up is we could just do it in order because I think this gives a good idea of where it
um,
starts going, or we could talk about a character dependent one, which is actually the first one that comes to mind is triggers.
Trigger.
Literally the only. Did I even spell this right? I spelled dependent right? Am I lost?
Dependant.
Dependent character D.
Dependant.
Character D. Just character. This one is so obvious. Like, oh, defense shred, all of this like cool stuff for days and multipliers. But it literally only
More
works if
impact.
more impact, the crit rate. But only trigger can really use this because in the description it says you can get defense shred if it's an electric damaging aftershock, which is so specific.
I'm also just realizing this. I don't know why it took me maybe up until like a few patches ago to realize that, damn, like Trigger just feels like that she's really fallen off compared to like Lighter or Jufufu.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, I wonder why, because I don't have it.
Hey, but with the brand new
And
anniversary
I,
selector.
I could get it and see how much of a difference it makes because it again only a few patches ago is when I realized, damn, she's really ass. It's like how I felt with Alice when I first got her. She felt ass without the W engine.
I can be said for a lot of characters, to be fair, but like it definitely gets really rough with like Trigger and like who else would be like really bad without Sig? Uh,
Maybe
Orf
Dylan. Well,
Orphe?
Dylan could be fine.
Maybe like Orphe's pretty
Oh,
dependent
like
on
other
W engine.
classes.
Yeah, just W engines period.
Orphe's Sig does help a lot.
Yeah. Just to give a few ideas. Honestly, again, this is where not the worst starts becoming a hot take for either, oh, I think this W engine could be better, or whatever. Restrain doesn't do much. It gives you
I feel like
damage in dazed, which is and like Lycan doesn't even like it himself. This is like better on like Jingy and Nangong, and those are like two completely different units.
yep. I have it on Nangong, and she does a lot of damage, as much as Vivian. She's just a stunner Vivian.
Yeah, no, again, it gives a weird damage increase, which is not exactly what you want with a stunner. I mean, the kind of most, I feel like it's almost natural that most people start turning their stunners into sub DPSs.
Yeah, but even then, it's kind of negligible
Yeah, it's just kind of
because you,
whatever.
you see like Yeshangwang doing like 95% of damage after the fight is done.
Listen, I'm telling you, that Pan W engine on my Caesar, that's the reason why I got the 35k on Few, I'm telling you. Honestly, speaking of which, this W engine kinda it's weirdly good, but for not the
It is good,
intended
but
purpose.
it's not on the right class. That's all it is, or
I'm
that's how I feel.
yeah, like if you're I love seeing people play any character, right? Like I like any game, Smash Brothers. As much as I hate Bowser Jr., I just want to see who has the audacity, the goal to pick him up. The same thing as Zenless. Like, who the fuck playing Ben Bigger? And then when I heard people just like, oh yeah, no, Panda's W engine's really good for DPS value. Fucking what? EX and
It feels
ultimate
like a
damage going up
but
by 40% is really good.
it's a lot.
But I think that's actually perfect for rare cases because like Actually, as I was saying as a joke, it did help me get more damage value in my Shiyu reset. Let's make one easy. Ambi Damara battery. What? It gives the
It's classified. It's actually it's just a modified B rank W engine. I'm pretty sure. Like no, like
in lore.
literally and in lore.
Hold on, that sounds fucking amazing.
I think it actually is
A customized core
because
specialized power
it.
surge.
I think it's called like the Mark something,
The
and I
Damara battery Mark II.
yeah, and I think a current B rank W engine might have like a name like that.
That's funny. Um, so the issue with this W engine, this is like the first time I had to pull up the store in the corner. That's the main reason why that's there. Um, is because of its description. Electric damage by 24%. When the equipper hits an enemy with a dodge counter or assist attack, their energy regeneration increases by 27.5% for 8 seconds. It's just fucking
Hey,
weird.
sounds good. It sounds good, but like it's kind of niche.
I'm about to say, like, this is. Uh, if this was like. I'm talking like
Like,
Jingyi banner, this is like pretty solid because Jingyi has a free to play option. But nowadays, like, he's in the shop. There's a lot of other options like Lycans. Hell, even Ambi. If you're still using A rank Ambi, funny enough, Restrained probably is better for her. This is just a weird W engine.
like it's again, it's just a modified B rank engine that does its job for like your first hour of playing up starting up Zenless.
What about Rotar Cannon? This is such a weird W engine because I don't think it's bad, but also like
Maybe
it's phrased weirdly.
what is it like? It gives more attack
Upon a landing
in
a
the description.
so if you have this at 5 stars, which again that's a lot of money. That's like what, $50.
50 bucks.
Increases attack by 12%. Landing a critical hit on an enemy will inflict an additional 200% of attack as damage. This effect can be triggered once every 6 seconds. It's
5 stars.
Yeah, it's 5 stars. At 1 star, which is what most people have, it's still like an 8 second wait period, and then your attack is 7.5 increased. So if you land a crit, you get a pretty big random burst of damage. But it's just a little weird. Cause like, I don't know. Is this really the one you want to invest in with your battle pass?
It just serves as a stat stick, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, it also gives crit rate in the advanced stat. That's a pretty major one. Not a lot of W engines do that. Actually, not a lot of W engines give crit damage. When you're getting an A rank crit damage.
Well, there's two of them, Marcado Desire.
Cut of desire.
Mate,
I guess crit damage. Yeah, crit rate.
or like, it's like one of two A ranks that give crit rate.
Yeah.
I meant to say, yeah.
Um,
No A rank crit damage W engine yet.
I think I'm gonna keep it in not the worst, because again, I do like what it's trying to do, but it just is phrase clunky, and also you notice way more consistent stuff and results with other W engines.
It also it'll serve some purpose onto your account until you get like other A rank or just other 5 star
Yeah, just an S rank.
attack W engines.
Mhm.
I think it's how I felt with Juyi One, how she helped out for a while and then over time just is kind of collecting dust.
Actually, that makes this next one really easy. This little Power Ranger one, probably the most overrated shit ever. It's not bad. I dare say it's better than the cannon, right? But it's just
Uh-huh.
what the fuck. Launching a dodge counter or quick assist increases the equipper's attack by 19.2% for 12 seconds. Pretty good stat stick. Like holy attack, like you're just getting attack out of this. Because advanced status attack percent, and this is 5 stars obviously, 19.2 for 12 seconds. So like, it's kind of like whatever. It's just that one small thing. Obviously, if you're playing a very dodge heavy counter or like you're using Astra with this attacker, it's pretty good. But I feel like there's just you never genuinely see like if you see someone that like makes Zenless their main gotcha game like we do, and we see so many people play this game, I feel like I never see this thing on a character because it never feels like it's the best one. It's always like a good option, but it's never the best. Because like Rotar Cannon,
do we
like you
LARP
could do
Starlight
things.
Engine?
Do we LARP Starlight Engine?
Yeah, no, like it tries it. It's a really good attack W engine. Doesn't use it.
Doesn't use it. Yeah. Imagine all the attack you can get though. I think for old reliable, we need at least one from each class, and I already have my contender for stun. Steam Oven.
Yeah, just about to say.
That sexy bastard Steam Oven.
Every stun agent can just relies or just performs in general so much more better when they have energy.
Yeah. Huh.
I think with Jufufu, personally, I felt is like really bad if she's not getting a lot of energy.
Hmm.
Because when I use Normas, I was like,
Yeah.
huh, I'm not really EXing as much with her compared to the Steam Oven.
Yeah, and what makes that even more funny is that when you're
So
off
I'm not
field
getting-
with Jufufu, she does have energy regen in the description. Also, fun fact to the people watching this video, me and I was about to say Trap. Sorry, Pablo. Me and Pablo summoned Norma's W engine, but we are not getting Norma. Not even fucking close. But yeah, Steam Oven.
Her signature sucks.
Her signature sucks.
You mean attack percent on my stun unit? No, you don't fuck with no impact, no crit rate.
No, what do you? I want to be watched. But yeah, Steam Oven. Not only that, it's just good because it actually makes sure it makes itself work, right? Like the fucking weird example. Actually, no, not even weird example. Perfect example. Ambies. It gives impact in the advanced stat, but then it mentions like other things in the description that doesn't really benefit it. Like, oh, it does electric damage now, or energy regen. That's weird. Steam Oven gives you energy regen on the advanced stat, so then it can start benefiting off of the energy you accumulate in its description for its impact. But also, it stacks up to 8 times. 3.2 times 8. Put the number on screen. that usually gives you more impact than some S rank fucking WNG. It's good. Love Steam Oven.
I would eat it if I would.
I mean, shit, it looked good. Actually, it's fucking. While we're talking about such a goated W engine, Kaboom the Cannon.
Kaboom, this is my right to die.
They're like,
I don't summon support W engines because I don't get the chance. I use this.
yeah, no, it's just old reliable. Its description, hit motherfuckers. Attack up to 4 times, you get an attack plus. Easy. And you slap this on any support. I don't think there's not a single support that doesn't appreciate this W engine. Like, if I could
just like
go through
like
them.
with stun units, they appreciate energy. Well, no, they should appreciate energy a lot more than stunners.
Yeah, if we just look at them, Lucia, she has like aftershocks and all that. She's fine. I think she might be like, funny enough, probably the lowest. Oh yeah, I mean, to be fair, her aftershock is coming in, making like I think Thanatos slap something and then just leaving. Yuzuha loves it. Actually, it's on my Astra. Actually, that's a perfect example. The reason why Astra Sig sucks so much is not because it's a bad W engine. It's just Kaboom exists. This A rank is outclassing some S ranks. It's so fucking good. You can use Nicole's, but at that point, she's an A rank. Just use her signature. Same thing goes for Shokaku. But you know, actually, even still, then I think some people like Kaboom on Shokaku more than her signature. That's just another reason why it's good. It's beating out people's signatures even when they're A rank.
If you ever summon on W engine banners and this is on the rate up, do not delete them. If you do, you are breaking your account. That's not a joke.
You're breaking your account. An A-rank W engine could genuinely save lives.
I have like 3 of these things, and for future support characters, and I would never delete them.
I deleted some because I wanted a Birdie's W engine. I don't even use it. I'm a collector dog. If I can clear endgame, I'm fine. But yeah, no, Kaboom the Cannon, genuinely the definition of old reliable. Actually, no, it's going to the fucking top. The only reason why Cauldron Clarity is going down is because literally the only person that can't use it already has a signature, Monato. So you're fine on that.
And it's possible that some people probably didn't get it too. With Kaboom, it's readily available.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's get something in character reliant, shall we? Anton's W engine. It's weirdly gone up in value.
Oh yeah, because Seed and
Cecilia?
Cecilia can use it.
Yeah, especially Cecilia. Just Cecilia coming into this game with a good free-to-play option like Anton's is insane. Especially for the damage buff that it gives in its description. Isn't like 80% electric damage? That's fucking thick. That's thick. But obviously, electric damage and the fact that it has such a weird advanced stat in the form of energy, you're not going to get this on a lot of characters, except for the aforementioned Seed, Cecilia, and Anton. But at that point, why are you playing Anton the way the devs intended? This is not Pokemon. Like,
I think Haramasa could fit well too.
true, because it does dash
His
attack.
main damage source is dash attacks, and you mainly get it from EX, stun, or anomaly trigger,
True.
or anomaly proc.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it is very character reliant, though. I still think it's character reliant. I won't say rare cases, because again, you could probably just slap on, like, I don't fucking know, but the blossom, the flower one. That, yeah. Gilded blossom. Jesus fuck. I was about to say glided blossom, like a fucking Fortnite glider.
I was thinking you were just about to say Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
There's also just the really funny oddity with Anton's W engine, how it says that it increases electric damage for basic and dash attacks, but in Anton's dash attack description, there's no sign of electric damage.
Yep. Pretty good stat stick. For electric damage at least. Basic attacks and dash attacks. You know, this is like really good for Seed. And then obviously Cecilia, because she has a whole basic, that's like her entire kit. Her stacks of Venom, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. So yeah, no, this W engine actually went hella up in value because of how many electric DPSs there are that I can actually use it. I think the only one that can is probably Sandy.
Actually, there are a lot of. I forgot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No.
So many electric attacks. More electric attackers.
No,
more
no!
Guna skins.
More Guna skins.
More Guna skins.
I'm about to say actually, I think we just named every electric attacker. Funny enough. Yeah. No. Haramasa, Anton, Cecilia, Speed, and Stanby.
Fuck.
And I'm about to say, how's the fire side looking? I swear there were more.
Evelyn, Bonnie.
Oh no, it's Stunner. Fire Stunner's the fucking fat ass group. I forgot. Alright.
Three of them.
Electric Stunners.
But no, 4.
Yep.
Zenless's most forgotten W engine, the camera that you got from like the movie event.
What does it do?
What is it? What does it even do?
Where
Like, it's
is
a
it?
defense W engine, the top row next to Alice.
What does it do? I'll give it above these two.
I guess it could work on Caesar.
You're playing a crude
It gives
game.
impact.
Yeah, it gives impact, but the description does nothing for like an actual fight. This is the problem with a lot of A rank W engines that a lot of people don't notice, is what some of them give value to. A lot of A rank W engines are actually really selfish. Even though we were just glazing the theme of it, it's only to the user. It's not like, oh, energy to the rest of the team. Obviously, what the fuck is my Yei Shongon going to do with fucking impact? But, you know, just to give an example. This thing doesn't even give anything to themselves. When a squad member's HP is greater or equal to than 50%, they take 12% less damage, and 16% less miasma contamination, which is the small bar at the bottom when you get hit by a miasma like phase enemy. Who the fuck cares?
Just dodge.
Just dodge. And even when you do get infected, you get a cool little like vaporwave effect. Cool, it looks like a cap cup transition. Doesn't do anything. Like what? You take tick damage over time. Don't die, loser. And then there's like the.
Wait, you told me that.
Yeah.
You tell me that something happens when you get hit with miasma.
Am I gonna have to pull up a fight?
I never knew something would happen if you get hit with
that
miasma.
just proves how weird this W engine is. Case closed. Let me go to a hollow and see if I can get miasma contamination. So if we take an exhibit here.
What happens if you get hit?
There, that. You see that at the bottom of the screen?
Yeah, that.
That's the W engine.
Uh-huh.
That's what the W engine protects you from. Let's see what it does when you get hit by it. Oh damn! Look at how much damage I lost. That's crazy. Can I flex? Can I flex? I know how to animation cancel. Oh, put it in the video. Yeah, but that bar at the bottom, that's where the W engine comes in clutch. That's where it becomes your lord and savior. That's the shit.
This is the bar you can do.
It did like 20% damage when it gets filled up to your team. Oh, what was me? Fucking. Yeah.
Should I trash it?
It's an event W engine. I'd say keep it for collector value. But I think it's coming to the shop thing, the logistics.
Yeah, the logistics shop. It should be there.
I'm about to say if you're like 5 away from getting a S rank W engine in the signal shop, then I'd say fuck it. But right now, I'd keep it for collector value.
I think, funny enough, I am like 5 away.
Well, you know what? Fuck collecting, right?
I've
always hated like having anything in my collection.
Alice.
Alice.
I love Alice's.
Yeah, no. This is a really good W engine to the point where I'm down to say either pretty solid or old reliable, because there's 3 physical anomaly characters in the game, and all of them love this W engine, and all of them can get the benefit from it. So I'm gonna actually.
Even if it's not physical, it still gets a just flat 60 anomaly mastery,
which is really good for Jane, who struggles with build up, but also thanks for the. Doesn't it? Let me double check because I don't own it. I'm assuming it's an attack advanced stat.
Yeah, it's a attack main stat or advanced stat.
Let me just. And then anomaly. If
60 flat AM and some other effect.
Yeah, so it gives it attack stick, which is really good, and if you do an assault, the equipper's physical damage increases by 20%, which can stack up to 2 times, which is, that's 40% physical damage. On top of proccing assaults? Honestly,
yep.
It might go old reliable. Obviously, it's an S rank, so it's more difficult to get. But I'm down to say this is old reliable because everyone can benefit from it. Every physical anomaly can benefit from it. Well, does that make it character reliant? I wouldn't say so, because again, this is giving energy regen. C doesn't want that shit. This is something...
It felt character reliant for me.
All of them... Oh yeah, well, I mean, if we're just talking about, the owner, then yeah, Alice needs this to breathe.
Because when I had Alice without it, it felt like shit.
Meanwhile, if you look at
when I first got it,
Hyper,
and somehow also getting it in the first temple, and somehow first getting that in the first temple, it felt so good that she felt usable.
I'm about to say the only thing it really falls behind on is probably the physical damage, but even still, then, that's 40, and then Jane's gives what? This can stack up to 3 times, so it's like 36. Oh wait, no, yeah, no, Alice is just better. Alice Sig is really good for even if you're not going for Alice, you can just it just helps your Piper if you're a Piper fan. Or if you want to upgrade your Jane, it helps your Jane. It is a really fucking good W engine. Honestly, no, I'm gonna put it back down and pretty solid because I was starting because if when you put it next to these three, yeah, no, because this helps entire classes. This helps an entire section of a class. But I think it goes above the premium ruptures because again, everyone can get the benefits. Unlike in these ones, it's just a crit, sheer force stick.
Yeah.
I think this will even help the tier list be understood more. Even I know like I feel like it's starting to click with some people, but just to put it into perspective, technically this can't be used for shit. Miyabi's.
Yeah.
It's a
literally no one else could use
it's
it.
a good W engine, but it's just crit rate, crit damage. Who else is gonna fucking use that? Are you building crit niece over there? Fucking. You building crit fucking Promina? Crit Promina might be crazy. Fucking. Only attribute the Equiper's ice damage. I'm about to say this might be good for like I don't know crit Promina, but I don't know why you would be doing that when Promina's really good. Builder normal, but yeah, no, this is just a character reliant thing. Period. Although it is a really good stick because crit rate 24, crit damage 50. Sometimes you don't even have to worry about crit damage with Miyabi because of this W engine. And also the fact that at 1 star you can just get 40% ice damage for just EXing is kind of nutty. You know,
more than a main stat.
More
another main stat on my W engine.
What does the Volt even do? Now I'm thinking about it, because like everyone's always like, oh, I'll put it on my Lucia or my Astra because it does ether damage. But no, it only works with.
Has it always been that? Like I've always thought it was like okay, but not better than Kaboom.
No, it's not. It's almost never better than Kaboom. Let's look at our A rank support. So, recap. Kaboom is this. It's peak. Look at that. 4%, stacking 4 times. Lasts for 8 seconds. The entire team, friendly unit. Very nice. When it comes to this one, at 5 stars, all units damage against the target increases by. Hold on. Dealing ether damage using an EX special attack, chain attack, or ultimate increases all units damage against the target by 24% and increases the equipper's energy regen by 0.8 for 2 seconds. Why is this an issue? Because that 2-second window is really small unless if your name's Nicole Demara. Maybe like... No, that's still saying dealing ether damage. Yeah, no, this is like only for Nicole. This is the most
Lucia can do some ether damage, but then again, it still doesn't help too much with the buff it provides. And Astra can do some ether damage, but even it's very negligible. Like a 2-second buff.
The reason why Nicole gets the benefit off of it is because of how much her EX, chain attack, and ultimate lingers, because all of them are the same thing. The chain attack and EX are the black hole, and so is the EX. So, in turn, when you proc that, it's not really 2 seconds, it's how long the ball is staying out. That's why it's so character dependent. But the reason why I don't want to say it's character dependent is because Nicole could get very rare upgrades, like maybe Weeping Cradle, not Weeping Gemini, Weeping Cradle. Which actually, that might transition into the GOAT of anomalies. But yeah, I think Volt is probably under restrained because again, it is a good option for Nicole, but besides that, not really. But you want to know what is good? Is
Cradle?
Weeping Gemini. Everyone,
old reliable. This
is old reliable to the fullest. Actually, it's going above Steam because you don't need to think too much. It's AP and attack, the 2 things that anomaly characters want. Even if you have a 15 sub anomaly character, first of all, I'd like to apologize if that's your current state. But it's just, first of all, the facts you get out of it. What the hell, man? Where is it?
It's like 48 1 stack, I think.
48 times 4. That's
And
let's see
the
here.
buff, and then the buff goes away when the enemy is out of stun. And actually, I think that's the only thing.
Yeah. By that
And
point, you just
the
get
way
your
that you
stacks
get
back
the
up.
buffs is by the way you get the buff is by proccing anomaly, which happens often
Yeah.
in the anomaly class. Who would have guessed?
Ooh, that's crazy. I think the only time this would probably suck is if you're getting fast stun windows, which only happens with Nangong. But even still, then with how many people are like abusing mastery as of recent, like Arya, who can proc their anomaly very fast, even before stun, they could abuse Weeping Gemini pretty well too. Let me do the math real quick. I know I didn't do the math for a previous W engine, and that's where I made the bit. But 48 times 4. That's 192 anomaly proficiency. 192! This is an A rank. And the advanced stat gives you attack percent. So, I mean, goddamn. So when you see somebody with a low anomaly proficiency and they're low cost or free to play, just tell them Weeping Gemini. So then they catch up on some AP that they're heavily missing out on. It's also just like a really good snowball W engine, like you mentioned, Pablo. Um, you just keep on proccing anomalies, and then boom, you get your stacks.
Yeah,
It's just a goat.
I feel like the developers regret making this W engine
Yeah,
because they
yeah,
can't nerf it.
yeah. No, no one's summoning for our anomaly W engines. How come it's that fucking weeping? It's fucking weeping. I'm telling you.
But at least some anomaly ones currently that you can summon for like are obviously stronger than that one.
Yeah, actually, we can talk about the one that I noticed very strongly, and that was Vivian's. Vivian's actually, I'd say pretty good as a signature, but if I'm not mistaken, I heard somebody say it's really good with Valina, because it's not just an ether thing. Yeah, you just get 40% anomaly buildup. But if you're using this with like Arya, she can also get some good benefits out of it. And obviously the original owner, Vivian, benefits from this just as well, because you get more anomaly proficiency. But it also stacks. 20 times 6. That's still pretty good stacks. 20 times 6. Let's see.
What is the description? I don't have it, so I don't know exactly what it does.
All right. Increases anomaly buildup rate by 40%. When the equipper deals ether damage, their anomaly proficiency increases by 20 for 5 seconds, stacking up to 6 times. This effect can trigger once every 0.5 seconds, and repeated triggers reset their duration. So, when it comes to Vivian doing her little funny EX, yeah. And actually, not even EX. It just says when ether deals, when equipper does ether damage. So you can literally just poke them with the umbrella and you get a stack. But let me double check the math on this, just to show that it's not too far behind. 120 anomaly proficiency. Obviously, that's not Weeping Gemini, but the reason why this could be better than Weeping Gemini is because it gives 90 in its advanced stat. And that too. And the advanced stat gives 90 anomaly proficiency. And there are still a lot of agents that can use it. I think this might be... I'll put it under Jingming Birdcage, because Jingming Birdcage gives like a little bit of sprinkle of sheer force.
Sambies?
Holy stat stick.
Holy stat stick.
I have something to admit once again. The normal W engine, I did it twice. When Sambi got her like guaranteed rerun, I saw how much crit damage this thing got, and I was like, hey, I want that. I don't own Sambi. Yeah, so just good old crit damage everywhere. 48 crit damage in the advanced stat, 30 in the description, and then you can get 30 more with the 3 stacks. So this W engine alone, if you get all the stacks, is 108 crit damage. That's not accounting for buffers, that's just raw W engine. And if you get yeah. And if you get all the stacks, you get 20% electric damage bonus. So we actually come back to the situation with Anton's W engine, but this time it's this thing called fucking usable. I don't want to put it in rare cases because it is genuinely really good. And even for people that aren't electric damage, this is still 108 crit damage. And the fact that it's about to become free, dare I say old reliable.
Oh yeah.
It's about to become free. We're recording this right after the season 3.1 live stream. So, very hype mood. That's why I wanted to do this. I said, fuck it, let me get off my chest. And I had Pablo, so I kidnapped him. I put him in front of the mic.
Hi guys.
Hey, guys.
I'm being held against my will.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
My favorite W engine design, the Zanction herb.
Yanked in a herb case. This is a pretty simple one. Let me
A rare
pull.
case.
Let me pull up this description just to make sure I'm not crazy about anything. Another crit damage advanced stat of 48 increases the crit rate by 10%. Dash attack electric damage increases by 40%, which is really good. When any squad member applies an anomaly attribute or stuns the enemy, they get another 10 crit rate. So that's just 20 crit rate. You know, when you're in stun, that's pretty good. Or when you proc an anomaly. But if you're using this universally, it's probably going to be the stun. The only issue comes from the dash attack electric damage. I think it's just a lesser Sandy. But it has crit rate, so you can benefit off the crit damage. But also, since you're getting this for Haramasa, he already gets a lot of crit rate in his core passive, the 25. So adding 40 on top of that, Jesus. That's how you're talking about.
More than Hugo?
It better fucking be. Fuck that guy. You know what? Yeah, we'll put it in rare cases on top of rare cases because it is pretty good for a crit rate stick, and obviously Haramasa can use it very well. Speaking of Hugo slander, where is he? Myriad Eclipse. This is actually a really solid W engine, despite us making fun of him. It's a crit rate advanced stat. Get 45 crit damage. When using an EX special attack, chain attack, or ultimate that deals ice damage, the equipper gains the absolute zero death sentence effect for 3 seconds. While absolute zero death sentence is active, the character ignores 25% of the enemy's defense when landing a hit. Pretty good. Crit damage, crit rate, chain attack, ultimate, you get ice, and plus it says when equipper deals ice damage. This is an attack W engine, and we're about to get Sigrid. There was also Ellen. It has some pretty universal uses. It's not just a Hugo thing, although the buff for only 3 seconds is pretty small, but if you pop your ultimate with Ellen, Sigrid, or Hugo, I bet you can benefit off the 3 seconds. So...
An engagement.
Yeah. I think I saw a post like that when it first dropped, yeah. I do think it's rare cases, because obviously Hugo cooks with it. It's his W engine. Ellen likes it. Obviously, it depends on what Sigrid works with. Sigrid might be a defense scaler for all we know. But I'm assuming she's not. Probably the new 4-piece is probably Claret.
What set could she use?
I don't know. I'm gonna put it above Monatos, because, again, I feel like the other people can benefit from it. Actually, I want to go back to Monatos for a moment, because I don't think I really went into why it's so good. The 3 units that came out after Monato can generally use it pretty well. You get Hari, she drains the HP, she gets 25 crit rate, but she doesn't get the fire damage. And then there was Banyue, who can get the 25, not the 25, the 24 fire damage bonus, but couldn't get the crit rate. And then Billy happened, he could get the crit rate, but not the fire damage. I think we're on a bit of an attack streak right now, no? We did Haramasa, we did Hugo's, we did Sandy's. Let's talk about one that sucks. Yuen. What the fuck? Genuinely, what the fuck? With her coming out as a 50-50 loser now, maybe it won't be as bad. But even still then, the fact that Brimstone, an already standard banner W engine that's really fucking good, just is better for Yuen by default, is kind of fucking embarrassing.
Yep.
And it maybe...
And I summoned for it.
Yeah, we're losers.
Guaranteed.
Yep. If you...
When Trigger was literally right there.
Yeah, me and Pablo aren't the smartest, but we were happy because it's Yuen. We like Yuen.
It was early Zenless. I was stupid.
Don't worry, now you're a pro. You clear the end game. You do the astral sex, astral Evelyn user over there. The fucking sweat now. I've created a monster.
35K.
Yep. This is where even more issues come in. Not only that, like, because most of the arguments we've made with like Anton's W engine, Monato's W engine, Yuga's W engine, oh, you can use it on different classes. Hell, even Alice's W engine, you can use it on Piper, you can use it on Jane. Zhu Wen, that class immediately goes out of the window because she's the only ether attacker. And when they added another ether attacker, he was free with his own W engine. Pyroius just got his signature for free and an M2.
And you can't even use Pyro's signature on Shuyuan because it locks you out of the when the user is Pyro's description.
That is one of the funniest inclusions in this game. I don't care if it sucks, it's funny. Actually, that's just another perfect transition. This W engine was made for the character reliant tier. Where the fuck is it? Is it not here? I don't think. Oh yeah, because this one doesn't have the season 3 ones. But yeah, Pyroius. Hell, even Pyroius. Eventually you'll get a copy of Zhu W engine because who knows? You'll fucking go to the shop or maybe you'll lose your 75-25. I heartbreak for you if it's this one. But if you get copies of it, let's say you have a 5-star Zhu W engine, it is only 10 more crit rate than Pyroius's at 1. Are you fucking serious?
Wait, is it actually like a 25 crit rating when it's 5 stars?
Yeah, if it's 5 stars, it's a 25 crit rate increase.
Actually, I thought it was more.
Not 25. Well, actually, no, it's even less. It's 15 crit rate increase.
Oh yeah, like it's 15 at 1 star, but what is it at 5 stars?
30.
30? Okay, that's fine.
That is one thing this W engine has for Zhu Yuan. You could just throw crit rate out the window for this chick. It's crazy because it's her. Usually, you want to put her with Nicole. Even after all this time, they're besties. So that's 15 crit rate. And then if you're 1-star of the W engine, that's another 15 crit rate. And then in her team synergy, I believe, she gets 30 crit rate from EX Ultimate and whatnot. 30. That's 60 crit rate. Just at 1 star. And with my current Zhu Yuan, she has 90-something crit rate. It's kind of crazy. The fact that you can just add another 15 onto that. So as I was saying, what, 30-30? That's 60. And then 15. That's 75 crit rate. and I'm about to say that's why it's not the worst one. But when you look at anything else, Brimstone, attack buff, a good old attack stick. Why not? Why not? You know. There is also the ether damage buff that you get by 70%, this should be pretty major. Here's the part that I lied to you. I forgot to turn off 5 stars. Yeah, at 5 stars it's a 70% damage buff. It's 35 by normal, which is still solid, I guess. But it's just weird. Like, you get Brimstone, and you don't have to summon for it. Well, now, if you lose a 75-25, you could have... Even still then, you don't have to put it in your rotation! Makes nothing for it!
Did they mention that? If
you can put W engine. Yeah, you can put W engines in your rotation. You can just completely ignore the W engine still.
I think I might as well just still go for it because
maybe
more crit rate, I guess.
More crit rate and the 70% damage would be crazy. But yeah, if we're talking just at face value 1 star, looking at every W engine possible, Zhu Yuan's is extremely rough.
I mentioned this before. Like, it feels like an A-rank W engine, unfortunately. If it wasn't for the crit rate, it makes it a 4-star. That's it. If the normal crit rate at 1 star was like 24, I guess, or maybe 30, sure, it'd be better. But the charges part that she has in the description, it feels such a nothing burger. Like, what does it do? It's like you EX, you get charges, and like the charges deal more damage. It's like, can it just be attack percent?
You know what?
or
After
something.
all of this slander, it's Mario's Luigi shitty Echo Fighter ass transition. Let's talk about Brimstone. Brimstone, anyone can use this. Your mom can use it, your uncle, your grandma,
Not but your
anyone.
mom.
Not but your mom. I think you looked your god. Upon hitting an enemy with basic attack, dash attack, or dodge counter, the equipper's attack increases by 3.5 for 8 seconds, stacking up to 8 times. That is a 28% attack buff, alongside the 30% that's already in the advanced stat. So, like, this is pretty fucking good. You're always going to be doing basic attacks, dash attacks if you're a little freaky, a dodge counter when you see a red mark. This is just a really good W engine. Anyone can use it, and the fact that it's a standard W engine is really fucking good. And if you didn't pick it last anniversary, you probably were just trying to invest into somebody else, and that's completely understandable. But this is without a doubt the best standard W engine. Dare I say, even after when we get like Caesar and shit. Actually, I think that might bring something up because I'm gonna just put it in old reliable. It's a standard W engine. It helps the entire attack class. The only downside is that's an S rank, so you do need to keep pulling for it. Um, now that we bring it up, defense doesn't have what's up.
Brimstone.
Brimstone, yeah.
Usually with attackers, usually in their core passive, like, um, they are usually fed like crit rate or crit damage, and so when it comes to disk drives, you'll focus on the opposite of it, and then Brimstone just this helps it put it all together. Character or agent like Haramasa is fed crit rate, give him crit damage in his disk drives, and then Brimstone, gives the attack. It puts it all together.
It's a nice little band-aid fix. And we were just
Or
dogging on Riot Suppressor. Yeah, I was just about to say we were just dogging on Riot Suppressor. This is just Zhuyuwen's best W engine. It's
And then Zhuyuwen, I think is fed crit damage in her core passive, and so just give her crit rate and
I think
disk drives, and then Brimstone comes it all together.
Yeah, I think it's just damage though. But to be honest, Zhuyuwen is so easy to build with crit damage because her A, C, and E gives her crit damage and like that weird little stat at the top.
Yeah.
Since it's getting added to rotation, and to be honest, a lot of defense W engines suck. Caesar's is probably going to become old reliable, if not if it was already old reliable. Besides like 2 units in the game, Caesar's W engine is really good for a party-wide attack buff and damage buff. The only 2 people that don't really come to mind that don't use it is probably Ben and Zhao. But everyone else
Maybe the Panda.
No, everyone else
Can
is
the Panda use it?
Well, let me read the description for you, young blood. If I could get to the database, please. S rank, defense. Alright, Tuska Fury. It gives impact as an advanced stat, so obviously for Caesar, and it also helps a lot of stun, progression towards stun. So like if you're struggling with impact in some areas, this is still really good for your defense agent. Who, yeah, they don't focus on impact, but I feel like a lot of defense agents just by default kind of build up days better than some of the other classes, besides obviously the aforementioned stun. Anyways, impact is the advanced stat. The shield value provided by the equipper is increased by 30%. When any squad member triggers interrupt or perfect dodge, all squad members' damage increases by 18%, and days dealt increases by 12 for 20%. So you're getting a damage buff, more days, and your shield effect provided is better. So
Shield effect?
I'm assuming it just makes a shield more durable or makes a buff more prominent. I never understood the term shield value. Well, no, shield value probably is just like, hey, let's take Seth for example, because it can also be used on Seth. If you hold down his basic, that's where you get his shield from. I think the shield just becomes more durable, so you get to keep the buff for longer. So yeah, it is very good, and the fact that now you can just get it, and now you can also get copies, so then the damage becomes better, and the days, yeah, this is old reliable for defense. Because there's not really an old reliable for defense right now.
Yeah.
Hell, even like a few male-only accounts out there. I don't. There's a lot more people that do that than I thought. They most likely should summon for Caesar W Engine, if not already have. I have seen some people have Caesar W Engine on their male-only account because I mean it's a weapon, not a character. The only other S rank defense W engine is
Shells.
half sugar bunny gals. Yeah, character. That's character. Um, it worked for the first half of the description. I'd probably say rare cases if you're like maybe putting this on other characters. So it gives HP as an advanced stat, which kind of sucks, but for Zhao, obviously it's great. In the description, the equipper's energy regen increases by 0.46 seconds, right? Whatever the fuck. Yes. All squad members gain 10% attack and 10% max HP. You don't need to do anything for that. You just have the W engine on, you get 10% more attack and HP. This is where the issue comes in of why it's very character reliant. Only one instance of this effect can exist, or in the same squad. When it Equipper activates or extends Ether Veil, all squad member gains 30% crit damage for 60 seconds. A crit damage buff is pretty good, but the fact that Zhao is the only defense agent in the game currently to pop Ether Veil, the very character reliant, if you ask me. Who knows? Maybe fucking Seth potential. As it says crit damage.
Ether Veil.
Yeah, no, 30 more crit damage on top of your already other crit damage buffs. Attack percent, HP. It's whatever. Yeah, I actually summoned for this W engine because I was like, you never know when Zhao's gonna come back. So, after what the big H did to us, damn you are Masa. But hey, he's on his way back. It took him forever.
Talk about all of the battle pass ones.
True, let's get those out of the way. A rank. Because we've done. Okay, we've done Roto Cannon, and I think that's it, really, right? We've only done Roto Cannon.
Yeah, I think that's the only one. Yeah.
Let's talk about one that's shitty.
Electro.
Where's the gun?
The defense one.
That too. That one also sucks.
The gun.
But 6-shooter. Let's talk about it.
You wasted $50.
All right. In all seriousness,
I wasted 30.
True. As much as people dog on it, it's not the worst, but I want to recommend investing in it. Like everything else in the not the worst tier. Gives impact as an advanced stat. The equipper gains 1 charge stack for every 3 seconds, stacking to 6 times. When launching an EX special attack, consumes all charge stacks, and each stack consumed increases the skilled inflicted days by 6.4%. So each stack increases days. So that's a 6 times 6.4. Let me do the math real quick. 6.4. That's whoa, buddy. I almost did 604. Times 6. That's 38.4 days. Pretty solid. Why the fuck would you run this over Steam Oven? Why the fuck would you run this over literally anything? And the fact that it's a Battle Pass W engine, so you have to wait for every season till you even get the full value of that.
And money.
Yeah, it's just bad. It's not as bad as the Rotor Cannon though. But to be fair, a lot of the Battle Pass W engines are iffy, except for 2. Speaking of which, let's be a little bit more positive. Electro Lip Gloss.
Wait, going back to the 6-shooter, like it's also gone to a point with stunners how they kind of just want energy and crit rate now, and even then, the crit rate or energy it scales off impact.
Mm-hmm. So just getting impact.
There's that too.
Yeah. Also, this is like good for someone that's off field like, stunning. Like maybe like Trigger Pulcra might use this.
Yeah, those two could work. Like with Dylan, for example, she wants energy, and I think with more energy, it gives her more impact. No, it might be more crit rate gives her more impact.
Yeah, more crit rate gives her more impact. Every 1 crit rate over 50 gives her 2.
It's just oh boy, two cakes, and then when you use 6-shooter, it's like you get a crumb.
You get a crumb. Where's the crit rate? Your crit rate? My crit rate? My impact scaling? Yeah, it's just a rough time to beat this W engine. It was never a
Should I
good
trash
time.
it? I
Uh,
wasted money on it,
no, you didn't, because now
but even then,
it turned into a puzzle piece. See, it had value. It played its part. It's the food wheel, Pablo. It's at the bottom of the chain. It wasn't strong enough for this world. Picked up electro lip
I know you were
gloss
talking about.
because it's good. I like it. It's very simple, but it gets the job done. It carried me for a
It's just
lot,
like
actually.
the
Uh,
weeping's a lot better.
yeah. Let me double check real quick. Anomaly, A rank, electro lip gloss. At 5 stars. It gives 75 anomaly proficiency in the advanced stat. When there are enemies inflicted with attribute anomaly on field, the equipper's attack increases by 60%, and they deal an additional 25% more damage to the target. So this is just a huge, like, you just want your DPS to just hurt a motherfucker. There's a lot of other benefits other W engines give, like build up or elemental this and that, tip for tap for nup for scat, more anomaly proficiency maybe. But for being a battle pass
But this
W
for
engine, it's good. It made me smile.
it works for everyone, like a battle pass one should do.
Yeah, no, this is like actually genuinely flexible. Honestly, yeah, I dare say it goes in pretty solid. Maybe like under Vivian's, because again, it doesn't really give any anomaly proficiency. It's just damage, damage, damage.
Yeah, I think under
So
Vivian's fine.
yeah. Again, that I would like to reiterate now that we're kind of deep in the tier list. This does not mean Electro Lip Gloss is better than these three W engines. Fuck no. This is how flexible they can be used, or like genuinely it could clutch up a build. This is the most overhated W engine in my opinion.
People hate it. I like it.
It's just because of what it does. So, HP advanced stat. When launching a chain attack or ultimate, gains one stack of a buff. Each stack increases the equipper's sheer force by 80 or 128. I feel like I should have reiterated that with the first few Battle Pass W engines. Some of those were 5 stars, some of them were 1 stars. I'm about to say 6 shooter, even at 5 stars sucks. At 1 star, it's miserable. Radar cannon, again, it just has a lot of competition. But Electro Lip Gloss, it's just a lot of damage with non-proficiency main stat. With this one, even at low stars, 80, stacking up to 3 times for sheer source, the only issue with it is that it's only in the stun window. But that's where all your damage is, so it can't be that bad. So, I don't think it's the worst. I think it's solid for what it is.
Mm.
But but when you get it at 5 stars, then you get like 300 or like 400 anomaly proficiency.
It ain't beating the cock.
Not a proficiency, sheer force. Sorry, we were talking about electro lip gloss too much. I was glazing it. Next up, let's get defense out of the way because I low-key forget what it does sometimes.
This class fucking sucks. This W engine sucks. This fucking thing barely even works.
This fucking W engine sucks. I think what sucks. Where's the other one? Just for
What does it do?
that's my part. That's where I do my job. Advanced stat. Attack percent 25. You know, whatever. At the very start of the description, reduces damage taken by 112%. Immediate issue with early defense in Zenless. Zenless didn't know exactly what it was going to be in its near future. So it was taking a lot of things from HSR, which it still is, which makes the collab even better, because it's my 2 favorite gacha games.
Yeah.
But it was taking so much from HSR when it was like really early Zenless. Just like, oh, we have sustains and stuff. Like Ben gives a shield. We're gonna add Seth soon. The problem is that like you're still getting one shot. You're still getting like 5 hit. Just learn the dodge. Build your support. And yeah, there's healers now, but like that's for like rupture. But that was just the start of the description. When attacked, the equipper's energy regeneration rate increases by 16% for 12 seconds. When the equipper switches off-field, this buff is transferred to the new on-field character with its duration refreshed. So you just get more energy for your either whoever's on field, essentially, just to put it simple.
Oh,
Um,
I remember getting this thing for Seth, and then I trashed it like a few weeks ago.
yeah, this one just kind of does nothing.
Nothing.
It also wants you to be hit. I know it says, "Oh, damage reduced taken." Go use this in tower. Come back to me.
Go use the
Go use this in tower and tell me how good that energy regeneration feels. Honestly, no. This is the worst W engine. This is the fucking worst one. No, it's just this shit. This is just really fucking bad. It's worse than Ben. It's worse than fucking Ben.
Kete like sometimes talks about how bad 6 shooter is. We don't talk about like the hot spring one enough.
I feel like Kente would just say, "Why the fuck would you buy that?" Big shooter. At least you were an innocent boy at one point. And then finally, to end off on a positive note for the Battle Pass W engines game ball. This one, it's explained weird, but it does give good value. So where do I put it though? Because anyone could use this. But also it involves crit, so I feel like rare cases is a perfect spot for it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Anyways, advanced stat. Energy regen 50%. Whenever the equipper attacks, trigger an anomaly counter effect, aka if, let's say for example you're using mono ice, right? So you're fighting Bring It with Miyabi, Lycan, and Shokaku. Shokaku hits the enemy. That means the entire...
With ice damage.
Yeah, with ice damage to the ice weakness. So it's just saying if you hit their weakness, the ice, Shokaku's that element, the entire squad gets 12 crit rate. Pretty good! And also, this is the entire team, so now your stun becomes even more of a sub DPS. Whether it be Lycan or like Yuzuha, if you're running like Yuzu Ice. And this isn't even just Yuzu Ice. This could honestly be used on fucking Lucia. Lucia actually has a pretty good alternative. I mean, she's always had pretty good alternatives, you know, thank you, Kaboom the Cannon. Mwah, you beautiful bastard. But let's say you're Kaboom the Cannon somewhere else and you wanted to spend a little bit of moolah. This is at 1 star, by the way. You're getting 12 crit rate just at 1 star? That's like a 4-piece set. Putting this on Lucia on a Yishiwen team is really good, because not only that you're getting the anomaly counter from the equipper, so like Miasmic Priest gets so cooked with this, especially when you're using Yishiwen. But if you get at 5 stars, you can make it 20 crit right now, and it's pretty solid. Very rare cases to use it, because you know it is very elemental dependent and class dependent, because you can't use this on an anomaly team unless if you're Miyabi. It's kind of also like how the Cole's M6 works. M5 doesn't do shit.
Oh yeah.
The M6, it's not giving you more crit rate, it's making them more acceptable to crit by 15 value. Thing is, so yeah, this W engine just phrased weirdly. If they're weak to Ether and you're using Lucia, 12 crit rate to the entire team. If you're using Shokaku and it's weak to Ice, and Shokaku hits it, 12 crit rate to the entire team. I think we get it now. That's all the Battle Pass W engines. So let's talk about Dekomatas, which is, dare I say, pretty solid.
Stat stick.
Stat stick. You get crit rate, which is really appreciated, especially before certain W engines dropped that didn't give crit. Like we waited so long for Mercado Desire. Like, come on, man. But it gives increased physical damage by 20%. The equipper damage increases by 25% when hitting an enemy from behind. That's very specific, but with how much you're moving around with certain characters, you might be able to squeeze out a little bit more damage because of that. And also the crit rate's always appreciated.
Yeah.
But also the fact that the attacker class has a pretty decent amount of physical damage, like the physical users, during like Season 1 Zenless, this was the shit. Billy, Korin, Nekomata, and they only got better because even though she doesn't want it too much because of her 4-piece set and her core passive, not Yishuan, yeah, Shuangguang, the other one, but we can even get more specific. The equipper's damage increases by 25 when hitting the enemy from behind. You want to know who slips by motherfuckers to give them bag shots? Hugo fucking Vlad.
Go.
So yeah, he has a pretty good free play option. And it's just a good stat stick, even to those who don't do physical damage. Who doesn't love themselves a good crit rate? Hell, actually, this is one of the main reasons why people hated radio.
The anomaly class.
The anomaly class. Thank you. Hell yeah. This W engine started to transcend its class. When Yishu Wen first dropped, the Battle Pass W engine, not a lot of people liked. And then there was Puzzle Spear. Again, it was really rough when it first released. It's okay now, but when it first released, it was fucking useless. It was pointless. And we didn't have Cauldron of Clarity. Besides that, your options were summoning for the, unique one with Yishu Wen, or using a B rank. So most people were slapping this on their Yishu Wen for the crit rate, and I guess the sprinkle of sheer force you get from the base attack. So yeah, this thing, pretty neat. But I don't think it goes too high, because again, it has the elemental thing, the weird positioning, and again, even though it kind of helped out Yishu Wen for the first couple months she was out, I never personally liked doing that. I like more benefits out of my W engine instead of just a stat stick. Talk about Coletta's. The better and cooler stunner signature. I do find that funny that Lycan's the better character as a kit than Coletta, and then Coletta has the better W engine than Lycan. Just completely flip-flop. But yeah, this one is a very simple one. Advanced stat as impact, of course. While I feel the equipper's energy regen increases by 0.6%, which we had no idea how long-term value this would fucking have for some people.
I remember getting it for free, and I was happy because my lighter worked.
Lighter...
Or not worked, but got...
Yeah, no. And then when using EX special attack, the equipper's impact increases by 10% for 10 seconds. This is only at 1 star, but it is an S rank one, so I want to keep it at 1 star. 20 impact for 10 seconds? And a lot of people can use this. Norma can use it. Dylan can use it. Lighter, at the aforementioned Lighter, he has one of the cheapest EXs in the game. He can literally get this in fucking 5 seconds. You can get it as soon as the match starts, I think. Who else in the stunner? I'm about to say there's not a lot of cheap EXs, but even still, Trigger, yeah, I'm about to say even one EX is still good because you're working up to the stun window. Because you could EX, and you go off field with Trigger, activate or aftershock. That impact buff is still there for a couple more seconds. And the fact that you're getting energy off field so you can keep on getting these stacks is really good. And like I said before, it's only getting better with time. Norma and Dylan, they're pretty fresh fucking units. The fact that they just have this option available for them, kind of crazy. Hellfire Gears goes into I'd say a high pretty...
Old reliable?
Old reliable? I guess.
I'm thinking old reliable.
Yeah, it's a standard. I'll give it better than Brimstone, because it's super easy to use. Actually, no, I'm going to put it under Brimstone, because there are some people that can't abuse their EX as much as Lighter, Norma, Dylan.
Yeah.
And this is involving copies. Coletta M2. She just gets 2 EXs, so this W engine just becomes free as fuck with her. And that's not even talk about 5-star version of it, because if you lose enough, you can just get 40% impact. Because, you needed it. Who else is in the standard? I think it's a support in the name of Rena.
Cradle?
Yeah, Cradle, Weeping Cradle. Yeah, I've been talking so much, the back of my throat's kind of swelling up. Just I need some water. I'm gonna say character reliant because there are actually, well, no, rare cases. Rare cases. Yes, I agree. My fault. Because I just remembered how many people can genuinely use this.
The energy it provides is too good.
Yeah.
The pen ratio is whatever the fuck, but the energy it gives is really good.
Let's not even talk about some of the buffs it gives. So obviously the first person that comes to mind is the original owner, Rena. Not too good of a unit herself, but it helps her buff with the pen ratio. But where the real benefits come in is that it's a standard W engine that also helps with the benefits of aftershocks. So in the description, attacks from the equipper increases all units damage against the struck target by 10% for 3 seconds. That doesn't sound too good, does it? That sounds kind of ass. The unit doing damage and only for 3 seconds? What the fuck are we doing? That's where aftershocks come in the form of two very important units, Yuzaha and Lucia. I say it might be better than Lucia because you can do damage outside of stun window on like anomaly units, but if you perfectly time it with an anomaly unit, that 3 second window and the 10% damage buff is pretty good. But guess what? It doesn't stop there. During this period, this effect can further increase by 1.7% every 0.5 seconds, up to a maximum of an additional 100, imagine, 10.2%, without refreshing the damage increase effect. So you could do a 20% damage buff. This is, what made, like, there have been so many times I've saved, like, besides Kaboom the Cannon, when people don't know what to do with their Lucia or Yuzaha, I recommend Weeping Cradle. Again, going back to Trap, when I was helping out his Yidhari, I told him use Brillo Wisp. And then when it came to Yuzaha, I was like, oh, just take that W engine off of her, and then put on Weeping Cradle, and then just get better attack rolls. And then he did that, and got like a 35k right after. So yeah, no, this W engine's pretty solid for some of the best supports in the game currently. If not the best.
I've seen there might be some competition with that and Brimstone, in my opinion, for like best standard, because they help so much for each class or the respective class.
Yeah. Again, the energy regen. I guess it's another person that could help. As mentioned earlier with Nicole's W engine, technically the buff gets longer because it's talking about the damage from the equipper. That black hole stays out for a long time. Thank you, Nicole Demara, you fucking broken bitch. The greatest A-ring. Fusion Compiler. Pen ratio is the advanced stat.
I
Again.
don't like it.
Yeah. But
I don't like this W engine. I'm so glad that I've only lost to it once. I just don't like it.
It does do still some pretty neat things for our anomaly class. As I mentioned, it is a pen ratio stat, but also in its description, it does something very rare, I feel like, for such a low-cost engine. Usually when you think of a premium W engine, you think of it just cheating with two stats, right? Take Evelyn's, for example. It gives, what, crit rate in the advanced stat and then crit damage in the description?
Yeah.
In here, you get pen ratio and attack. Okay, I'm down.
Yeah. You get like 12, I think.
Yeah, 12.
15.
Yeah, at 1 star it's 12, at maximum stars it's 24 attack. And then in comes the rest of the description. When using a special attack or EX special attack, the equipper's anomaly efficiency is increased by 25 for 8 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. So that's 75 anomaly efficiency just at 1 star, plus you have a really good attack value. This is really good for either a low-cost Miyabi or a Yanagi where you didn't get her signature, or, I mean, who else really? Like, there's a lot of anomaly units that come to mind. Let me think here.
I have it on Yanagi. It works okay, I'm pretty sure. Well, the thing is, her EX does cost a bit, so you can't really get the full buff of in the description.
Yeah, so if we're looking at all the anomaly units that could benefit from this, because you do need to EX a couple times, so I think Hyper would do pretty good with it.
Yeah,
Yanagi has a really low cost. There's also Bernice. Valina if you're a sadist. I don't think I've seen a single person say, yeah, put Fusion Compiler on her. I don't think I've heard that. I don't think it'd be a bad option, but it sounds weird.
If I hear that, when I have her signature, I'm shooting them.
I'm gonna gut you down. But yeah, like I mentioned, if you're doing like a free-to-play Yanagi, like you didn't get her W engine, this is a really solid replacement. Bernice, again, low cost. Yanagi, I mean, it was practically made for her, because pen ratio and her kit is somewhere. It's like 10 pen ratio if you have both stacks up. Obviously, this is Grace's unique. Piper can get all the stacks pretty quickly. It doesn't cater to everyone, though. Obviously, Pramina, she's more focused on her basic. Same for Alice, same for Arya.
Character dependent?
Honestly, yeah, I'm down for that. Because I don't think it's really a rare cases thing. Because rare cases is like, oh, hey, you know, oh, I want more crit in my stun. And here, it's just, hey, you need a little kick there. You want to help your Miyabi get 12% more attack? Slap a fusion compiler on her, why don't you? That's
When I see this W engine, whenever I see this W engine, it's like asking a friend group, oh, like what toppings you want on your pizza? The one guy that says, oh, anchovies. That's fusion compiler to me.
oh fuck. Anchovies, fucking resentment. Street superstar.
Over a little bit. I'm gonna use the bathroom.
All right, I will. So Street superstar. It has an advanced stat, 25%, the usual. Whenever a member launches a chain attack, the equipper gains 1 charge stack, stacking up to 3 times. Upon activating their ultimate, the equipper consumes all charge stacks, and each stack increases the skill's damage by 24%. This is really fucking good for the stun window. We're just gonna keep it stacked. But also, I feel like it was a very underrated option for Evelyn at the time, because I feel like not a lot of people were talking about it. It only really works with Evelyn. I feel like Evelyn really gets to do this W engine justice. Also, that's where my Sam B W engine is on Evelyn. It's just very, very specific. I can't even say it's a rare case because there are some where it's like, oh, EX, and it benefits all of your damage. This is only benefiting your ultimate damage and how you work around the chain attacks. So, yeah, it feels like a signature before the character even dropped. There's, I mean, I guess Billy, because in his, I think it's his team synergy, is additional. Yeah, after chain attack, the damage the next ultimate. Yeah, so like, he gets another insane damage buff. So, I'm not gonna call it the worst. I'm just gonna say it's very character dependent, but I'm gonna put out like the very bottom of character dependent. Next up on the attack list is Gilded Blossom. This is as standard as damage as it can get. Attack advanced stat, but you also get attack and description, and damage dealt by EX special attacks increased by 24%, which is where most of your damage is. You can't hate it, but you also can't be like, oh, this is something I need to put on my Corrin. I think...
There are also, I feel like not too many attackers that could spam EX.
Yeah. Funny enough, with that Corrin example, I think she'd probably be the best one, because she's just constantly holding down
Corrin,
EX.
Corrin and Orphe.
I hope Anton liked this one! Ooh, I just thought of somebody who would actually go crazy with this W engine.
Who?
Seed.
Seed?
Yeah, because she just blasts missiles. Have you ever seen that animation where she's like flying around shooting missiles? That's her EX. Yeah, so she would probably know with this. Again, it's not bad. It's just whatever.
What next?
Marcado Desire. Ooh, the event W engine. This is like
this thing carried my Evelyn.
Yeah, this is
how I got the signature.
Let's look at it. When an EX special attack, well, actually, I guess crit rate on the advanced stat already goated. When an EX special attack or chain attack hits an enemy, the equipper's attack increases by 9.6% for 8 seconds. While the target is under an anomaly attribute, this effect is increased by an additional 9.6. It's a very specific use, but it helped Haramasa players who didn't get a signature, which is not us. But I still tested it out, and I was like, hey, this is pretty good if you're running like Yanagi Haru, or just, I don't know, some really shitty team like Haramasa, Piper, fucking whatever.
Yuzuha, I just made some bullshit, but it works.
Well, Yuzo has a fucking cheater, to be fair. Yuzo can still help attack units. It's really weird. Um, yeah, no, this thing's solid. To be fair, I think it's just really good for the first half of its description. When it comes to the anomaly attribute, that's where it becomes like kind of specific. I
Yeah.
maybe top of rare cases because of that, but it's still really good just for the first half of the description. I think it's better than Feather Game Ball because you will be doing EXs and chain attacks. That's just a thing you're gonna be doing.
I
Maybe
was
not
thinking,
not bad.
I was thinking above Nekomata because Nekomata's somewhat limited with only physical characters
I'll
or
shake on it
attackers.
because again, these are basically everything past Mercado Desire is like a stat stick. So yeah, I'm down for
Yeah.
that. Next up, Housekeeper. This is Corn Stick.
Which one
25%.
is? Oh, I
What
haven't heard that name in years,
the
dog.
fuck? While off field, the equipper's energy regen increases by 0. Wait, no, I need a 5-star first of all. So then it's not. Well, did I 5-star Mercado Desire when we were talking about? Yes, we were. Uh, anyways, 5-star that just to make sure. While off field, the equipper's energy regen increases by 0.72 seconds. When an EX special hits an enemy, the equipper's physical damage increases by 4.8, stacking up to 15 times and lasting 1 second. Again, that sounds bad, but it plays in the Corrin's gameplay very well. So,
Um, Character dependent.
even still, then, no. I think it's probably barely passing, like, Starlight Engine. Because you also need to take into account the character, how it'll save the build, how it'll do that. Corrin can just use Nekomata's W engine. Corrin can use fucking Ye
Yeah,
Shuangwang's W.
Shangwang's.
Yeah, she has so many
Yeah.
options now. But it still serves a pretty
Uh,
solid purpose for being a signature. So I think it's better than Starlight Engine just for that fact alone.
I think there's
Oh,
also the fact that its energy stat doesn't really help Orphe, for example, because
yeah.
Orphe gives attack based off of her initial energy regen,
Not what
and
you get in
whatever energy
combat.
current has in description, it doesn't add on to like Orphe's energy that she can give.
Too bad. Yeah. It can't really help anybody out, but it's not the worst thing I've seen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, if you want to use the core in the traditional way, I think it will be fine, especially since that thing stacks 15 times, the 4.8. Pretty good stacks. But there are way better things. Another A-rank physical attack W engine, the Starlight Engine Replica, increases the equipper's physical damage against the target by 57.5% for 8 seconds upon hitting the enemy at least 6 meters away with a basic attack or dash attack. Very specific, but also you're probably going to keep this the entire time. This is a really good physical damage pick. But I don't think a lot of people are really grasping to use this thing. I dare
Same tier as
say,
Corinth, maybe.
yeah, honestly, I might go under Starlight Engine because Starlight Engine, again, attack buff for everyone in the attack class. This is physical damage, but it's a really good physical damage. So I think they're constantly clashing, which is ironic. They're both Starlight Engines. Red Axis, we were whenever that. All right, now we're going into S rank attack territory. Starting off, we have Pyroeus isn't here, but we can talk about Cythia. Cythia gives an energy
What?
regen stat of 60. Courier increases by wait, I almost 5-starred it. 25%. Imagine. When the equipper consumes at least 20 energy in a single instance, every 20 energy consumed grants 3 seconds of a buff. When dealing electric damage, ignores 28% of the target's defense. Repeated triggers extends the duration up to a maximum of 30 seconds when entering combat. Gains 10 seconds of this buff. That's a lot to take in. Some good crit rate, good electric damage, needs some death thread, energy regen main stat. Pretty good. Uh, Only like 2 characters can use this one.
Character dependent, pretty much.
Pretty much. I'm about to say it's not bad, but the fuck is it? Where's the snake? There it is. I'll give it. Actually, just put it next to its fellow energy regen electric W engine. There's not much to say about this one. It's just solid. Again, it's a signature W engine. I feel like those are harder to talk about given this topic.
Hey there, having trouble deciding?
Yeah, because some we just don't have at all.
Yeah, especially since some of them, again, are reduced to a character. This next one actually even plays back to a W engine we were just dogging on, Riot Suppressor. But this one's called Cordis Gemini. Crit rate in the main stat and description. So you're getting a good 39 crit rate just for existing. When the equipper deals damage with a basic attack or EX special, they gain 1 stack of a buff. Each stack increases the equipper's electric damage by 12.5% up to 2 stacks. Each stack lasts for 40 seconds, so you get to keep this buff for a fucking while. Duration of each stack
is this?
This is Siege, yes. During the duration of each stack is calculated separately, can trigger once per use of a skill at 2 stacks. So the electric damage doesn't really help, but this is where it starts to become really good. Basic attack, ultimate damage, ignores 20% of the enemy defense. A lot of people can use that last half. It's just obviously when you're an electric unit, like the aforementioned Haramasta, Stanby, Anton.
Maybe Evelyn?
Evelyn can still use it for the defense shred, yeah, because it's not like, oh, it ignores electric defense like the previous one did. No, this is just pure defense. And again, this is technically Zhuyuwen's best option if you're like wanting to really start using her for like death shred. Is also just good for Seed herself. After, like I was going on the tangent, Haramasa, Sanbi. Who else? Thessia could kind of use this, but she's so reliant on energy, you know? Yeah, but this is way more flexible with W engine than it gives credit, because even outside of the electric units, Evelyn can meet the standards of the 2 stacks, because it's just basic and EX. Who else? Yeah, no, just basically anyone. You get a lot of crit rate.
I think
it's
just as flexible. I think it's just as flexible as Evelyn's W engine, because Evelyn's just crit damage 50 crit damage in the description for free.
For free. Where is it? I'm trying to. Okay, it's a heart. Yeah. I'm gonna give it a good old fashioned rare cases. Probably gonna put it above
under Hugo.
Or Hugo. You know, I'm down with that. Fuck it, because it does help way more people. This only helps like 3 ruptures. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speak of the fucking devil. Next up, Heartstring Nocturne. 24 crit rate, 50 crit damage in description. When the equipper enters combat, activates chain attack, fire res. There's not much to say. This is good for your fire DPS, but also this is just good if you want crit damage.
All that attacker needs, the top 2 stats.
Yeah, you get your base attack, you get your crit rate, you get your crit damage. But if you're a soldier 11, on-field Orphe if you're a masochist.
Jesus Christ.
I think this one's slightly lesser, but it gives crit damage. So is it really? I think they're even, but I'll put it above because it gives more stats. The other one just gives defense and then electric. To be fair, this one also gives fire res. That's why I was starting to bring up elements.
Oh yeah.
And the reason why I think it goes under Hugo's, both of these, actually no, I think this goes above Hugo's, and then Evelyn's goes under Hugo's, because Evelyn only can help a standard agent. If you, like, I was saying it as a joke, but if you do slap this on Orphe, you're probably not going to get a lot of value. To be fair, it does a lot of crit damage to everybody. Actually, shit, Hugo's might be going down, because you have to take into account that this is just a crit damage stat stick.
Yeah, it's 5 less, pretty sure.
I think it's
Another funny thing about the fire res that's in that W engine, I think because of that, I get less performance points against Pave. Because there are too many times that I proc fire or burn, and to get performance points, you have to parry
Parry.
it,
Yeah.
or I think do chain attacks as well. And so when it gets burned, it gets interrupted to just not attack. And so I'm like, what the fuck?
Alright, let's make this one quick.
4 feet. Yeah, no, the biggest like character dependent W engine I think I've seen so far.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it next to triggers because it does the exact same thing that triggers description gives. When the equipper triggers an aftershock that deals fire damage. Last attack W engine, and this was Pablo's first ever W engine win. Ellen.
Actually, the first one was technically.
Oh yeah. Crit rate of the
I
advanced
won't be
increases ice damage by 25%. Upon hitting an enemy with base attack, this equipper's crit rate increases by 10% for 8 seconds. When dealing ice damage with an ice, when dealing ice damage with a dash attack, that equipper's crit rate increases by an additional 10 for 15 seconds. So this is a 20 crit rate on top of the 24 you just got. So this
40.
really, yeah, no, this really helps with that. Because her core passive, and now that she has a potential, she just feeds crit damage. So getting this is actually still really good after all this time. But also this plays into our up-and-coming Sigrid and our Hugo. Hugo really needs crit rate, because if he doesn't have crit rate, he fucking falls apart.
He's a brick.
And then this also just helps Sigrid, who's probably going to be more on field than Hugo. Yeah, I'd probably say this is just a better...
I think this is rare cases.
Yeah, rare cases.
I almost want to say character dependent because to fully keep up the crit rate buffs in the description, like you need to do dash attacks, and that's Ellen's whole thing.
Yeah.
That might not be the thing for Sigrid.
Yeah.
And it's definitely not for Hugo.
Yeah. I'm about to say, if you really want to stretch it, the one part where it says upon hitting an enemy with a basic attack, the equipper's crit rate increases. Technically, this can be used for anyone, but that's really stretching it.
Yeah. But even then, 34 crit rate, it's not anything major.
I might have lied about all the attack engines because I forgot that I skipped over this one. Good old Cloud,
Which one?
Sky Weather,
Oh.
Ye Shuangguangs. A fat attack stick because it's a Void Hunter one with crit damage. The equipper's damage ignores 20% of the target's Fezres. When the equipper activates an Ether Veil, the equipper's damage increases by 25% and their crit damage increases by 25% as well for 40 seconds. So it helps with all the physical DPSs, but if they're not proccing Ether Veil, they're not getting the rest of the benefits. Rare cases. This is probably the rare cases of rare cases. It's a stat stick, physical res, and then obviously it's good to the person that originally owns it. Let's just dive right into stun. You want to do anomaly instead? Let's do anomaly.
Actually, stun.
Stun anomaly? No,
Fuck.
anomaly. Stun!
Support.
Fuck it! Slice of time! Advanced stat, pen ratio 20%. Any squad member's dot counter, EX special, assist attack, or chain attack respectively regenerates 32, 40, 48, or 55 more decibels and generates 1.1 energy for the equipper. This effect can trigger once every 12 seconds. Fucking weird.
The
But
most tongue twister description ever.
yeah, so it's not that bad in all honesty, because it actually technically got better with time, or may have gotten worse depending on who you ask. Because originally, in the ye olden times of Zenless Zone Zero, let me tell you something, kiddos. Why the fuck did we have one ultimate?
Oh yeah.
So technically, if they were generating decibels, they were doing it for the entire team. But now, if they're doing it for themselves, it helps obviously get a support all up. But yeah. That's a pen ratio too. I think this was just a free-to-play arena, but it's arena, just already zero cost.
This is another W engine that it's so weird because like I feel like they didn't know what to do with it. If they just replaced the pen ratio advanced stat with like attack percent or energy, it would have been like pretty good.
I don't think it's the worst
But why
though.
pen ratio?
I think it was just for free to play arena, but she's already like zero cost, so it's like, um, dodge of any squad members. Okay, wait.
Yeah, like any squad member that does like any of the actions that's in the description, it generates what was it? Energy?
Decibels and then energy for the equipper. Okay.
It allows them to just get ult easier
It's not really
when you're
given
main.
for easy benefits for a support W engine though. Like if we look at any other support W engine we've looked at, even our lowest one, Nicole, at least Nicole can like keep the uptime easier because of her black hole, and it's still a good damage buff for the entire team. And then after that is what do we have? We have this one. It's a little selfish, but if you get hit, you start generating energy. Actually, you generate more energy than this W engine. It's like 3.2. And then there's obviously this one.
Oh,
I already talked about how clutch this one was. Then after that, Feather Game Ball. Yeah, no, this one, honestly,
in the tier list?
yeah, no, fuck this one. Hold on. I'll make it. I'll put it above the projector reel because I think it still has a use. Decibels and energy for the equipper. Yeah.
But even then, I feel like it's not too much, and the cooldown might be too much.
Yeah. And plus, by the time you get Rena W Engine, you'll probably forget about this one. Like, one copy of Rena W Engine, this one's cooked. Let's talk about the Apple, because I actually own this one.
Hey, Apple.
Hey, Apple! Energy Regen Advanced Stat. When the equipper's EX attack or ultimate deals physical damage, their Anomaly Mastery increases by 30 for 40 seconds. When the equipper's aftershock hits an enemy, all squad members' anomaly proficiency increases by 60 for 40 seconds. Really good if you have an aftershock and you do physical damage. It's almost like it's a unique W engine. I don't know. That's just I'm about to say when you're using that first one, that's like Stuna, maybe the physical damage give anomaly mastery, but that's to herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and actually, one more thing about Weeping. If you get it to enough copies, again, we're looking at S rank W engines from 1 star, so it's a little bit more fair. And then A rank ones are 5 star. If you get a 5-star Weeping, it's actually just better than, I'm not pronouncing that, the Apple.
I think it starts with an M, right?
Yeah, it's like Metung Apple. It's... Hey, ever played a Game Boy?
Or Weeping Cradle and Game Ball.
Yeah, Weeping
I have
Cradle.
Weeping.
Yeah, what about, ever played the Thought Bop? What about the Thought Bop? You know, Sunasig.
The Thought Bop?
Yeah. Because it gives energy regen. When not the active character, the equipper's energy regeneration increases by 0.6. When the equipper uses the X special attack that deals physical damage, all squad members gain the buff that increases the damage dealt by 12.5% for 40 seconds, stacking up to 2 times. Hey, that's pretty good. Because that's like a 24. Actually, it's 25. I know math, trust.
Another character dependent?
Actually, this could probably go in the rare cases. Because if you... I've seen some very desperate plays to the point where I even have to do them myself. Yuzaha is probably the best support in the game, right?
This weather's perfect for a little
Because she can even transcend her usual purpose for Anomaly into attack. And there's only 2 physical supports in the game. Yuzaha can use this one pretty fucking well. Because if the EX is a physical damage one, and this one doesn't have any
Like
other...
what hers is.
Yeah, no, this one doesn't have to do any other jank like Aftershocks or whatever. It's just, you did an EX. It can stack up to 2 times. I think it might be like low rare cases while still being a very solid option. Probably like there. Maybe like under... Yeah, I think that's a good spot. HP advanced stat. Oh, that sucks! Who the fuck wants HP? The equipper's energy regen increases by 0.4 seconds. When the equipper activates an ether veil or extends its duration, all squad members gain 25% increased damage and 15% increase in their max HP for 45 seconds. This is... yeah, it was character dependent, but it's still good.
Yeah.
It's very good. It's not even the fact that Lucia is nothing without this W engine, it's fucking Lucia. But it's the fact that you can make her already pretty big buff of 900 sheer force to 1200 with the extended HP, and then you also have a damage buff on top of it for 45 seconds? Are we serious? Yeah, this is...
I think just under Yuzua.
Honestly, yeah. No, I think it's better. No, it's not better, because, again, this is about flexibility while still having good value. So, yeah, no, I think under, because...
It also just makes
wait,
building Lucia just better because she needs like 24k
24k
HP,
attack.
I think.
Yeah, 24k for the full sheer force buff. It even tells you in the description. Thank God they started doing that with kits, by the way. Attack percent, 30%. When any squad member enters the field for a quick assist, chain attack, or defensive assist, or evasive assist, the equipper gains 5 energy. This effect can trigger once every 5 seconds when the equipper consumes 25 energy. Consumes 25 or more energy. The damage dealt by all squad members increases by 10%, stacking up to 2 times, and lasting 20 seconds. So it's good! 20 damage, and it makes using her energy way more easier. And she can even get her buff quicker because of the attack stick. It's just, when you look at the Kaboom thing, it's 4% attack stacking up to 4 times. I think we already went over that.
Yeah.
So this is a 20 attack buff versus a 4 times 4. This is only 4% better than a rank.
5-star Kaboom.
Yep, 5-star Kaboom. It makes her like I said, her energy easier. It's not a bad W engine. It's just, if you're trying to be as low cost as possible, don't. It can also be flexible. There's no like element involved, and this is just saying, oh, when this person does this, you get energy, and if you consume this amount of energy, you can activate your stack. So this could be somewhat flexible, but yeah.
It's also, on Astra, I have like 3.58 energy, and if I were to use that, it lowers my energy regen on her.
I think it's the way it's phrased, though. Just when a squad member enters the field for a quick assist, chain attack, defensive assist, or evasive assist, the equipper gains 5 energy. So I think the energy regen problem kind of becomes less problematic thanks to that.
Is there a cooldown on it?
Triggers once every 5 seconds, but thanks to how long her buff is, you'll still work around it pretty fine.
Oh.
I don't want to say character dependent because I don't think it is, but I'll put it above
I think
Bot? Robot? Or whatever it's called?
I feel like it should still be around Lucia's.
Alright. I'll put it up. No, I'll put it under because again, just getting 25
because
crazy.
It's also the fact that a free-to-play option competes with that.
Fair.
Also,
the fossil. This is the goat. This is the goat. It's not old reliable, but it's the goat. Don't have such a good.
If you want to clear, it clears you.
It clears you. It gets the job done.
For you.
Good days. Why the fuck? Yeah, it's notification. I feel like we haven't gotten a pretty solid in a minute, but yeah, no, this is really good because even in Deadly, where there's a lot of HP on the boss, you will most likely cut through enough HP to get its benefits for more days and more stun windows. It's a snowball W engine, but it's a really good snowball W engine. It's really good at Shu defense.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is just, it knows what it is. It's a stun W engine. It gives you days out the fucking wazoo. And anybody can use it. There's no element, there's no HP thing. It's awesome.
I also realized that um since its whole thing is just inflicting days onto it, there's um it kind of compares to six shooter, even though six shooter is the not even debated, just agreed upon that it's just really trash because it doesn't do anything extra, while Fossil only dazes.
Yeah, the reason
It's like
why it could still compete, or
it
okay,
doesn't do anything extra,
yeah, no,
but we still rank it as high.
it's because think about it like this: you need to constantly work for six shooter, just over and over again. Once you make it to a state in the fight with pressurized fossil core, that's just your days from here on out. You have that. Meanwhile, six shooter, oh, I did an EX, back to square one. Oh, I'm not getting my stun window, back to phase one. Meanwhile, here is the good. It's good. It will never be Steam Oven though. Steam Oven is one sexy bastard.
I want to eat it.
I want to eat it. I see this shrimp. This shrimp was that. Let's get a. Let's talk. You know, let's insult one. Let's make fun of a W engine. No, we're still in A ranks. Polkers.
Oh. I wanted this thing for some reason.
Collector value. Lamau.
Collector value.
Impact advanced stat. Upon launching an aftershock, the equipper's physical damage increases by 24% and Dage is like. So it's literally Ambi's W engine, but it actually does something for days. Put in not the worst. I'll give it like there.
If it didn't have the physical part in this description, I think it would have been fine for Jufufu and Trigger.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's kind of ass.
Poker also just has access to better options in the form of like anything up here, Hellfire Gears, fucking Steam Oven, Pressurized Volatilized Core, the core. Yeah. Pretty good.
Another one.
Our final
Jufu.
our final A rank is the event one. That is only good for like what, Nangong and Lycans?
Oh yeah.
I haven't really used this one, but looking at the description, impact advanced stat, when activating a follow-up, assist follow-up, the equipper's days inflicted on the target increases by 11.5% and damage dealt increases by 11.5% for 30 seconds. So this is good for like Nangong and then potential 2 and higher Lycan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's funny is that I thought I think it's really shit.
Yeah.
Only because I have like a 4-star restrained on her.
True. About to say, honestly, it might just go right next to restrain. Now the S rank stuns. This is where shit gets good. First up,
For Gids and Jiggles,
this is all I have.
this is all I have.
I say these are actually good, and then I start off with Nagongs. That's like super character dependent. Unless if you want to use mono ice Lycan, then there you go, anomaly mastery for him. Ring ring, your phone ringing. Crit rate. While off field, the equipper's energy regen increases by 1.5. That's a huge thing at 1 star. 1.5 energy off field.
Yep.
When the equipper deals physical damage with the special attack, that's where the fun just disintegrates. The days dealt by equipper's attacks increase by 9% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 3 times at 3 stacks. All the squad members 30% gain 30% additional crit damage for 40 seconds. Repeated triggers of duration, only one instance of this crit damage boost can affect exist at the same time. So for a stunner, this is like 60 crit damage because of King of the Summit, but you also are giving an attack buff that stacks up to 3 times. That would be 27 because it's 9 times 3, 27.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Dialin Incarnate. I'm about to say, they've gotten really good at making a signature W engine feel like it's just for the character. But even still, then, you can like probably bullshit your way to make this Pulchros.
Yeah.
Does physical damage.
I mean, there's Normas that we could just use on Lighter Jufufu Kaleda.
Bro, if Norma's was on this list, that would be in a pretty solid. That would be pretty solid tier, super easily.
Yep.
Is there any other physical center I'm forgetting about? I think it's just Polka and Dylan, right?
Yeah, it's just those two.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, character dependent. It's not bad, not even close. Again, it's Dylan. You can't really make that shit suck. Jufubus! Attack percent, advanced stat, the days dealt by the equipper's EX attack, chain attack, and ultimate increases by 28% when using
This
chain
is
attack
not
or
good.
ultimate. When chain attack or ultimate to deal fire damage, the damage dealt by all squad members increases by 10, stacking to 2 times. Lasting 30 seconds. So it's a 20% attack buff, but only if you're a fire damage user. If it's just when using a chain attack or ultimate to deal fire damage. So this is only good in a mono fire team. It doesn't say when the equipper's EX fire damage is set. No, it's just when fire damage. So this is only good for like Banyue, Evelyn. It's weird. And also the fact that we're just getting better W engines for stunners as time goes on. The 20% damage buff isn't really good.
Yeah, it doesn't do enough.
So
So maybe not the worst.
not the worst. I still think it's solid because it makes her days shoot up like crazy, while also still providing a damage buff. And you can still use it on some fire teams. I'd probably put it.
I kind of want to say the very top of not the worst.
I'm gonna put it. I think that's a fair spot. Well, nah, because again, these are way too reliant. This is just fire damage.
Nuke it next to G1.
We already talked about triggers. Next up is actually a pretty solid one, especially since it's in the shop now. ISJ Teapot.
Chingy.
Yes. Impact. 18%. When basic attack hits an enemy, gains 1 stack of Terrific. Each stack of Terrific increases the user's impact by 0.7%, stacking up to 30 times, which is pretty big when you start doing the math. And lasting 8 seconds. The duration of each stack is calculated separately. Upon acquiring Terrific, if the equipper possesses stacks of Terrific greater than or equal to 15, all squad members' damage is increased by 20% for 10 seconds. The fact that this just shows how weird Furnace is. The fact that you're just getting 20% here for free after getting 15 stacks, pretty rough. Yeah, no, this thing becomes pretty solid. Obviously, Jingy abuses it pretty well. Lighter with his morale, consumption.
Morale burst.
Yeah, his morale burst. He really likes that. Any other stunner that does like crazy basics? No, that's Norma EX. Norma only uses the EX.
Maybe Trigger.
Trigger, maybe, yeah, but I don't know if you're getting
She doesn't. I don't think she gets as many stacks as Lighter or Chingy.
Yeah, again, it only works for like 2 characters, but still gets the job done. I think we can put it above Furnace. Again, it has a smaller buff time, but it's the same buff. So
I think it's just better because it actually has impact. Like, why attack on the stun W engine? Like, I know she needs the attack, but it could have just been impact, dog.
build her right, twin. Don't
Get a +5
Jufufu.
attack percent.
Yeah, just summon it, dog. We believe in you. Here comes possibly one of the funniest W engines in my opinion because of one sentence in its description. Blazing Lural, aka Lighter's W engine.
Oh.
So, impact, obviously 18. Upon launching a quick assist or perfect assist, the equipper's impact increases by 25% for 8 seconds. Already fucking stupid. Just alone you can slap this on anybody. But there's more. When the equipper launches a hit on the enemy with a basic attack that applies wilts to the enemy for 30 seconds, stacking up to 20 times, obviously for his jab. Repeated triggers reset the duration. When an enemy hits when any squad member hits an enemy for every stack of will applied to the target, the crit damage of ice damage and fire damage, no, not just the elementals, the crit damage of those elements, dealt by that attack increases by 1.5. Obviously, that plays into each stack, so times that by 20. Pretty good fire damage and ice damage buffing. This is actually really good also for our standard banner agent, Lycan. And it's not telling you that, oh, you need to be these elements. If you're putting, like, I don't know, fucking Nangong on a Miyabi team, this could genuinely work.
Oh my god.
It's kind of funny. It's really funny. I'd say rare cases, because this is a really good W engine, and you could have some fun with it.
I feel like a character like Valina could use it.
True.
That's really it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but also Valina was given an event W engine, which is it's not on this list, but it probably won't even go that high anyways.
Yeah, it's it's funny enough, just character dependent.
Yeah.
Vortex.
Vortex. Oh yeah, I forgot that's in the description.
Orions?
Yeah, this one, whatever. There's still 2 more A ranks. Well, actually, again, we can't rank that one. There's 1 more A rank. Good old Granny, Grandmama. Roaring
Grandmama.
Ride. Attack percent advanced stat. When EX special hits an enemy, one of 3 possible effects is randomly triggered for 5 seconds. This effect can trigger once every 0.3 seconds. The same type of effects cannot stack. She's weird. Reset duration, allowing for several effects to be active at once. So you get 3 benefits if you time it right or something. It's
I think when you're doing her EX, that's when all 3 buffs can apply.
yeah, but it also mentions that repeated triggers allowing several effects to be active. The same types of effects cannot stack. Okay. So yeah, you can get all 3 of these benefits if you're just spinning with her. Increases the equipper's attack by 12.8%, increases the equipper's anomaly frequency by 64, or it increases the equipper's anomaly build-up rate by 40%. 3 really decent benefits in one nice little package. And it could be universal, but nobody spends EX like Piper. Maybe Yanagi.
Jane could work.
Eh. I'm about to say, when EX hits enemy, like, I guess every tick of the EX, fucking character. I'm about to say, she just constantly spins. You'll get all the buffs eventually. What else? Those are all the A rank ones. Now we're going into S rank anomalies. So the ones we have, do we have Promenade on this? We should have Promenade because we did talk about Starlight Billy.
Yeah.
Anomaly Mastery is the advanced stat. When an ice attribute equipper uses special attack or EX special attack, their ice damage is increased by 20% for 40 seconds, stacking up to 2 times. 40% ice damage, stacking up to 2 times. Isn't that also what Miyabi's does, funny enough? I'm about to say, you could possibly use this on Miyabi as well, because, you know, that new fight, not even new anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to make Miyabi more of an actual anomaly unit, this does actually do pretty good. But this is where it starts becoming even more character dependent. Repeated triggers refresh the duration. At 2 stacks, the equipper's a bloom damage dealt is increased by an additional 35%. I don't know if it's like a bloom in their kit or just a bloom in the team, but I'm assuming it's in their kit. So, character reliant while still having benefits for like Miyabi. Increases anomaly mastery in the description. It increases the equipper's anomaly proficiency by 90. When the equipper is an ether character and comes on field or uses an special attack or EX special attack, they gain a buff. Damage dealt to enemies inflicted with anomaly attribute anomalies increases by 20%. In all attribute anomaly damage and disorder damage, they trigger increase by 10%, lasting for 15 seconds. Big damage. Only works with ether character. Main EPS Vivian if you're fucking weird. It's outstanding.
I guess, bro.
I'm about to say it's outstanding for her. But but also it doesn't really work with Vivian. I'll probably put it under the energy electric W engines. Serpent Stinger. It's alright. I'm about to say, we already talked about how much Alice's W engine... Actually, we can literally just scale off of this. You see that right there? That's the good one. This is the bad physical one, but this one's just right.
Just right.
Yeah, it's right here. Again, if you don't have Alice, but you used to invest in the Jane, this is a good choice. It's also good for Piper. Actually, I think it's Piper's best one, outside of, obviously, Practice Perfection. Time Weaver. Only like 2 people can use this. And also, it requires you to, like, perfect your build in the description. Advanced attack percent, 375. The Recover's electric anomaly build-up rate increases by 30% when special attacks or EX special attacks hits an enemy suffering anomaly attribute. The Equipper's anomaly proficiency increases by 75 for 15 seconds. When the Equipper's anomaly proficiency is greater than or equal to 375, disorder damage inflicted by the Equipper is increased by 25%. Again, only 2 people can use it because it only helps the benefit. But if you do an EX, it doesn't say, oh, the element EX. So if you ignore the build-up, you get good anomaly proficiency, but you also need to make sure you're meeting the W engine's requirements to get the full disorder effect. It's a good fucking W engine. It's
very
just
niche.
Very... yeah, let's... Oh, wait, we forgot about Bashful Demon. We are so sorry.
I was gonna point this out a while ago, but I could have just interrupted.
I'm about to say we were just going. This is a good stat stick for any attackers out there. So if you're building your Suna and you just want to get her to her 3,500 attack, that's fine. But the description immediately falls off with the increased ice damage by 24%. But everything else starts to go up when launching an EX special attack or all squad members attack increases by 3.2 for 12 seconds, stacking up to 4 times. So it's just like Kaboom the Cannon, but slightly less because it's just pretty solid. I'm about to say, I don't see why you wouldn't use this. There. Bashful Demon's very good. Because it still gives good stacks, even has a longer buff, technically. Yeah. The only issue is that, what's the point of the ice damage?
Yeah. There's no energy retail, which sucks.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah. Defense, just get it out of the way. There's only...
Everything's a brick.
Everything's stuck! Everyone go home.
Don't use the defense class. Except Zhao as a Ether Veil stick.
Nah, use Caesar, because then, like, I'm happy.
It's also a puzzle spear.
We'll get to that one. It got better with time, but it's still a little iffy. Let's just go down upwards. So first up is Steph's. Attack percent. While shielded, the Equipper's energy regen increases by 0.64 seconds. The anomaly buildup of EX special attack and split follow-ups increased by 55%. It helps anomaly teams. And it's a good stat stick. And sometimes it's even better for, like, Panda, who wants to get his rupture buff because he wants attack.
Oh yeah, but like it seems sure also gives attack.
Yeah, but sometimes people don't have that W engine, which is really funny. Well, so I think this one just is better because I guess EX specials and follow-up is this? I don't know. I'm gonna say this one's always been a silly one. Although I don't think it's rare cases. I don't know why I put it that high. I don't want to put it character dependent either.
Not the worst.
I'm about to say it's not bad. Good little stat stick for you.
I think
Bunny Band.
Under, maybe.
Under what?
Under Nicole, maybe.
Yeah, because Nicole's is actually good. Well, see, these 3 are good. It's just not flexible. Again, I have to reiterate, this is about flexibility since we're so knee deep into the tier list.
The Bunny Band.
This, holy ass. Let's just talk about it, because it's helping out with 3 stats. Alright, so first of all, defense is the advanced stat. not off to a great start. There's no defense scalars except for one, and he doesn't even want defense. And then at the start of the description, it mentions increasing max HP by 12.8%. Fucking why? And then, you know what? Just fucking throw it all out the window. Increases the equipper's attack by 60% when they're shielded. Fuck it. You
thought about
you get your first 3 slots right there and there.
if you thought about putting this on Zhao, don't. Just because it's a bunny related W engine, it sucks.
You know what? It is funny how common that is.
Yep.
I'm
I hate it too.
I'm about to say, what makes it even more funny is that somebody did try to argue, just like, oh, but it says max HP in the description. I quietly hovered over perfect transition. It right there, right fucking there. It's a permanent one, and it's bigger. First of all, fuck you. I guess, bro. I guess, bro. Again, Ben kind of does damage. I guess.
New tier list, I guess, bro.
I guess, bro. This one's very specific. It helps out Zhao as a free-to-play option, and as I mentioned earlier, Caesar also likes it. It even gives more HP in the description. Why the fuck would you? What's the point of this? What's the point of this? Again, very, extremely fucking niche. Not the worst. It actually surprisingly got better with time. Very surprising.
Two characters. Two characters.
To end it off, we have a very iffy one. Puzzle Sphere.
Don't even joke, lad.
It's a Rupture W engine that gives attack in the advanced stat, which it still converts into sheer force, but not as much as HP. Think of it as like values.
It sucks.
I think fuck sucks.
If it ain't HP or crit rate or crit damage for my Rupture character, I don't want it.
I don't want it. But think about it like this, because again, I think after a while this did become better because of the description. But think of attack like this: HP percent gives 4 value of sheer force. Attack percent gives 3 value of sheer force. Flat HP gives 2 value of sheer force. Flat attack gives 1 value of sheer force. Obviously, that's not the actual math, but it shows the priority, because attack percent is sometimes better than flat HP, because HP just gets very thick to the point where it's just like, what the fuck is 100 HP doing? What is that really going to do? This thing started to become decent over time, but is it the best one? Fuck no.
Fuck no.
Fuck no.
Well, why ain't got no crit rate or crit damage? Why attack percent?
I mean, it got crit damage in the description. I mean, it got gas
Like
in it.
48.
30,
Oh, not 48.
They're 32.
Whatever. 32. Like I don't know what an A rank like.
Wheel burst.
Addition. I don't know what an A rank crit damage looks like. I think it's 32.
I guess, bro. I'll put it above. I'm about to say it's so flexible to the point where it might just be under Monetose. The reason why Monetose is better is because of just how simple it is. You get 24 crit rate. That is too much for an A rank, but goddamn. And there you go.
Is that it?
The flexibility W engine tier list. The go to
In other
the
words, summon for the top 3 rows. Do not summon for anything under it,
yeah.
except
Unless if
maybe
it's
trigger.
I'm about to say, unless if it's character dependent. Like, even Dialin's, it's good, but also it's fucking Dialin. She is a W engine, she's a DPS, she's the president of the fucking United States. You just give her Hellfire gears, she'll survive. But yeah, no, obviously the free-to-play options are really good for our DPS class. Obviously there's not an outstanding A rank one like Cauldron of Clarity, because Cauldron of Clarity gives your EX damage is better, and it gives you 10 crit rate on top of Yunque Tails. So yeah, Cauldron of Clarity is outstanding.
The cock,
as I call it. Thank you, Resli. Then there's also Theme Oven, which just no one can really hate this, especially nowadays where Dialin scales off of energy. Like, again, like this is a good W engine. I'm not saying completely ignore it or drop it, but if you're looking at like, oh, maybe my DPS needs a W engine, completely ignore dial and sig. Or like that, like Trigger needs her signature, obviously. Or like Orphe. Like all these are still good options, but there are some times where like who like maybe you want to commit yourself to an A rank like Piper. Get Alistig. And it starts becoming a way different conversation. Like if this was just a tier list about how good a W engine is, this thing would get flipped on its fucking head. Like this wouldn't look like the same fucking list. But when you start taking into if you start taking into account flexibility and pool value, it gets so much more interesting to talk about it. Because like some people will be like, oh, it's U engine. Ether damage, it's pretty nice. But then you start realizing her best option was right there, and you can get copies of it by being a fucking loser. It's just great. And also Caesars, now that it's becoming even free now, it's honestly we could probably revisit it after 3.1 and this list would even look more different because Vivian's is gonna be free soon. Yeah, kinda, it's gonna be like in the signal shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this was a fun topic. Obviously I'd like to do more, like maybe like get in depth about substats or like what's a good bit set. But I think we've talked enough. I was Dr. Zenless. This was my nurse Pablo. Maybe after this, you could probably start looking at W engines differently. Because I sure do every fucking day. I have 3,000 hours in this game. That helped.